Hello, ladies and gentlemen. On the new radio station, we bring it to you today. It's a fascinating story. It's called A Mist Night with a Country Girl. I invite you to listen. Every tree, every flower, every house, every scene, but maybe looking at a woman's smile. People can also guess, is the family happy or not? The same goes for American and German families. The wife makes sure her husband is successful, but psychologically, who looks at it as if this is a fairy tale? You're German growing up in an orphanage. From a young age, not as well educated as many others. But maybe the weather will be better later. Especially after having a family. The family is like a small seven. It's a way for German businesses to make money. You are incense, living in a not-so-wealthy family, but still enough to eat, dressed and well-fed. Sharp, smart incense. He's a very skillful person, so he's very well liked. Two people, there doesn't seem to be any connection, because there is no sign. But the two words fate no one expected. Love is just like that between two strangers. Accumulate money from workers' wages, BA deposit 3D. Germany works hard to save money. Open a fruit stand outside the market. And it's not as good as you think. Go to the mountains. That's exactly the big change. For the first time in this young man's life. 15 before the rumbling. The sound of rocks falling so loud. It's raining hard today. The road to the mountains is more difficult. He also advised Germany that you shouldn't go in this season because it's dangerous. But you don't have to take risks to have something to eat. Or maybe Germany thinks so. But up here I know. It's not that simple. If you go on forever, sooner or later you will be buried. Money also wants to earn, but the network has to be there for the money to make sense. Driving while thinking. Germany saw a noise on the hill right after. 6 lumps of rock hit the truck. I'm really dead this time. Every layer of rock above is rolling down the road. The car didn't get out. Now buried in the rain and storm. While sitting in the car, the glass door is closed, even if you're not suffocated by the rocks. Germany is still breathing in the enclosed space of the car's cockpit. 2 days later, I woke up, no problem. Me you are. You probably don't know me. My name is Hung. You've been staying at my aunt's house for the past few days. I can take care of you, nothing. This rainy season is dangerous, especially in this mountainous place where the monkeys are cackling. The rock can collapse at any time. I want to go back to the city, but I can't go back because of the traffic. When I was ready to go home, I don't understand why the road back was swept away again. It's heavier than previous times. How many times they brought this man here? He's covered in mud and in a coma. I don't know when the life of the... Or there are things that happen out of the blue. What are you doing up here in a storm like this? The ground has been sinking a lot lately. The news also reported a lot, so I see people limiting it a lot. I come up here to import goods. I thought the roads weren't that bad. Who thinks it's more dangerous than I thought? It is true that Germany is not the only one here. I've never seen anything like that. You should never know its dangers. But it's been through now. I just realized, how important is your life? Germany stayed in the area for another month. Actually, it's not an unpaved road. It's because it keeps raining. The road goes on and off. To avoid danger, I'm going to stay until it's safe. My aunt is also very hospitable, even if it's just an accident, but still enthusiastically treat Germany to the end. It seems that mountain people are always so naive. During the period of stay, Germany and in sense gradually more contact. Germany is a smart person who communicates with kindness. Actions go with words. The smell is also special. I'm the one who takes care of you when you're unconscious. So it seems that the Germans have a special interest. You've never given that to anyone before. Back to the mountains with fresh air. Even though there are regrets, but there's a special bond between the two of you. Although this beginning is not romantic, it's like language movies on the internet, but it's the beginning of a personal story. It's beautiful from the perspective of two people. Russia and Germany soon married, after a while back in the city, and stabilized his work. Even though they only sell in the market, Germany is a hard worker. I'm aware of my shortcomings, so always try to make it up. More, German life also has the appearance of home. So maybe that's a huge motivation for you. To try to escape the shadow of the past. Bound myself up. 3 years after marriage, even though the sales are better than before. But because of having children, the baby's health is not good. I have to leave work at home to look after my husband. Do you want to change jobs? You can see the talent and sell flowers forever. I feel sorry for you too. A man with dark hair says that to Germany. I know how he dresses. This is no ordinary person. Type 1, Type 2, there are many types. But good leather. It's like his shirt is on. It's not easy to see. Must be. Very conditional people that are more important. Germany knows this man. I also happened to meet him on a long trip. Help him in a car accident. It is also called debt. He opened a hotel in the city center. But there's drug trafficking, and involved in a lot of crime. Germany is hard at making money, but you know the benefits. It was so fast and terrible. The price to pay is also very expensive, so I don't want to get in. But money is no AI that's not precious. I know you have a wife and kids who don't want to take risks, right? But money doesn't want to. My wife is off work now. Help me take care of my children at home. Now, prices are rising rapidly everywhere. If this burden is not shared, I will help you. I recently opened another restaurant, but the Branch 2 hotel is also short of staff. If you want, I can let you be the manager of one of them. These are safe places, so you don't have to worry. This old man has good intentions. I want to repay Germany's previous help. But the reason behind it is, he also tacitly recognized Germany's capabilities from the way we talk, how to act, and assertiveness in thinking. If such a person becomes a subordinate, then maybe there's nothing like. One needs money, one needs power. So Duke became the manager of Fuxian restaurant. He is also his subordinate. The two return to the present. Fuxian restaurant is a famous restaurant in this area. Expensive food, but always rated 5 SAO. Because all services are good. Look from the outside in, who also knows this is not where the AI wants to be. There are only VIP guests. You have the right to set foot here. But, in the back, only the insiders know. This is where our SAO is buying sex and drugs by premium mode. It's not mediocre. That's why Germany has soared like a kite to the wind in recent years. Car shopping house. How much to invest in your family and yourself? In the head. I've always dreamed of being able to make an umbrella for my wife. That it's done now. This is probably the greatest happiness of this man's life. Would you like to stay with us today? The boss has been pretty good lately. At least let us enjoy it. You know, the new guys at the bar are really good. You're playing a game of golf with me. Go get the guests. I've got a lot of work to do. Maybe you guys just came in. I didn't know the owner was German. I never pay attention to these guys. Work is work. You're not an arbitrary person. Except for the smell. German. I don't want to get involved with any other woman. Today is my birthday. I'll leave early for those who stay. Then go home and arrange. Is a good husband. Even more so, occasions like this cannot be avoided. House. Open the door. The smell of the barn meat and chicken soup flew out. It's like going through every door in the house. This is the right flavor. The taste of the German family passionately inhaled. I want to take the whole family out to eat. My wife just wants to stay at home. Turns out it's just to make these. What to do outside? Just keep it simple. I like it. I went to the restaurant a few times and it was too stuffy. I also have a restaurant that I hate. I put it on the table and said that. True recognition. Open house restaurant. So the frequency of eating out of the family is quite a lot. Rice like this is good. Being together is what Germany likes. Ever since. That's what you said. You've always loved the rice I cooked. Chef restaurant. Sometimes you have to hold the window. Really? Germany laughing. Clean up the rice and get ready to eat. Germany pulled out under the table a big gift box for Hung. Brand name dress and necklace with precious stones. My wife wants to buy more. But I'm afraid you don't like it, so you can choose this forever. But it's not over yet. I just sent you $9 million. Buy whatever your wife wants. Germany knows other women like dresses and bags. But Hung is not that person. You're the kind of person who likes simple things. No need to be picky. But what's needed should still be there. So Germany helps us choose things like this. Thank you very much, husband. It's been that way all these years. No dress, it's all other expensive things. Germany has always loved and cherished incense. Always make up for what you didn't get. Whether conditions were not good in the past or until now. That love is only increasing, not decreasing. The dog itself is very confident about that. The employees today. I want you to stay and drink. Increase BA. It's boring, new kids always do. If you refuse all the time, your mouth is too tired. You always tell stories. I would never forbid you. Or just do it for real. Incense knows. Germans are the ones who never fall and all that. So you don't have to pay too much attention. Please tell me about it. If you want to, you're not like a cat hiding its tail. I'm a long way from knowing. But how can you go? Your wife cooks like this. If you hear that, smile. Your husband has been like that. Yes, you're the best. The family atmosphere is always so cozy. And if it's forever, nothing happens. Then it's probably going to be much better. It was dark and the rain was pouring. The weather in autumn is quite pleasant. At the top of the bridge, there's a girl in a white dress and a girl in a black dress. This sister has something calmly resolved. Don't take that risk. There's nothing worth doing. On the way to the restaurant, Germany sees this girl's shadow on the bridge. It seems like a student. But she seems desperate. No, you don't understand. Just let me die. I want to end it all. I can stand by land and cry. I don't know what happened. But please don't do such a bad thing. No, no, no. The more you listen to German, the more desperate you feel. Maybe death is for you now. It's the best physical medicine. For your own soul. What's called joy? Motivation in life is a lie. More than what you've been through. Maybe no one can understand. Drop people from the bridge. The water is cold, but it feels comfortable. Maybe everything should be set free this way. A long time ago. Sinking deep into the water, Dung's chest starts to feel tight. The cold comes from the nose. But she didn't flinch or try to struggle. What are you doing on this side of the bridge, seeing this agitated girl? Germany is worried about what happened. But life is still the most important thing in the world. You're not a very nice person, though. But in the face of being able to save a life, then you won't need to think much. So the urgency now is to save that girl. I woke up in the hospital. I can see the pain is cold. But you don't remember, RA. I'm obviously dead. Why are you here? When you wake up, don't move around a lot. There is a way to solve everything without being too negative. I was thinking when I heard the door open. A female doctor came in and told her to shake. Why am I here? Why did you save me? We have the right to live and choose your life. You shouldn't think so negatively when you're young. Someone jumped in to save you. When you see people jumping into the river, I don't know what you're thinking. But don't be the one who saved your life. I remember before I threw myself in the water. Dung remembers, RA. There was a man who tried to advise her to film. Back while standing on the bridge. That man looks like he's grown up. Maybe in the 30s or 40s. But you don't want to think about anything. The more you think, the more you feel 7 hopes and 7 heartaches. You still want to die. Are some AI conscious enough to think about others? While my feet are still hurting, wait until the doctor is done and go out. Search around the room with no cutlery. Or they know you're going to do this. You should hide everything. What are you looking for and you don't want to live anymore? It's 6 o'clock in the room. The door is open again. This man looks familiar to the eye. Don't need you to care. There's no other words. Looking at the girl in front of the German helplessly. It's only a few years old that this girl has a rare negative AI. Even though I don't know what. But I really didn't expect. Shaking back death to end everything. I guess you've got something to do this far. I won't gnaw anymore. But I can't see dying without saving. Or if you still want to die, you can say RA. It's like making a will before you die. You and I don't have any relationship. But I can help you as much as I can. In my ability. Dao remained silent, not to speak. You're just quietly there. Listen to the man opposite you. Germany is not a good person. You do everything illegal. On the premises of the restaurant. But because of the influence of incense. Germany always wanted me. There's an opportunity to help the unfortunate. When something happens, because it was fate to meet you. Do you have a reason to do that? I just don't want to mess with my conscience, because when I saved people, people still don't want to live. I don't know what to do, but when I hear Germany say that, you also had another thought. You are just trying to die. But there are people out there who want you to live well. Why did you leave for some reason? Is it worth it or not? Do you want to go outside and breathe? The patient was tired. It's probably getting worse in space. Thank you very much. It was the first time anyone had talked to him like that. Maybe you feel like you're dying a little later. Nor Sao. German driver takes Sung to the wind. Round and back to the restaurant. Passing through the luxurious rooms. You're starting to see things you shouldn't see. This is. Look around these rooms. Unconsciously having a lot of thoughts in your mind. This seems to be a women's locker room. There's all kinds of clothes in here. But their greatest common ground is that all of this stuff is naked. Next to it, there's also a whole range of love toys. My restaurant, and as you can see, it's not clean. Come out now. I want to show you around. Germany doesn't know what to say. You realize this man is not a simple man. The way he talks up to this space. All the way around are hidden spaces. Behind the label, Springtown Restaurant with all kinds of things in the world. The girls lack fabric. Rooms full of erotic pleasures. You brought me here to let me in. Germany looked back but just laughed. Look at that expression with more certainty. I knew you saved me. Probably not a good reason. Think back and forth. You can't guess. That's why this man led you. What is it that came here for? It's not just the reason that's the most compelling. Or why Germany has only now explained. You misunderstand, I just want to show you. Aren't you afraid I'll call the police? I'm afraid I didn't bring you here. If you want to try it, I won't ban it. You can choose a lot of things in your life. It's not a turn. It's also the only way to go. The more I listen to Germany, the more I get confused, because I don't know what you're talking about. I said, you have the right to give yourself more than one choice. You see, there are people like that here. They're willing to go down this path. I didn't force it. Lead Dung to here. Germany wants to show that girl. Just be alive. Then anything can become an option. You said no wrong. Prostitutes in Spring Street Restaurant. They weren't brought back by kidnapping or coercion. They came here themselves. Some people think this is a despicable job. Because this business is about making money from investment. That is, to exchange Ra's body. But for some people this is the top. The straw they cling to when they themselves have fallen into the last step. Everyone has the right to live, and how to live. It's entirely up to us. There are some people like you who want to die. Some people commit suicide for their families. Some people hit their head in death. Desire to escape from the pressures of life. There are countless reasons, but get in here. They see that AI is also wanting to live. So they stay, even if it's dirty. If you want, you can stay. If you want, you can stay. But if you don't need, I will help you in my capacity. I don't know. Dung bowed his head. You don't know anything. You don't know what you want. Because before now, your life is too dark to look ahead. What's your name, Dung? I heard Germany say a lot like that, and suddenly I fell. You killed yourself for something. Because of the pressure of life, the pressure of learning. For family, they always try and destroy their good things. But if you run away from everything, why? In fact, Dung still feels very confused. Life has many seconds that are not intertwined. I want to cut, but I can't cut. If you want to escape, it keeps squeezing you tighter. That's why I want to run away from everything. Can I go home? Just like that, Germany took Sung back to the hospital. I don't know what your decision will be later. But if I don't want to say anything, I won't force it. I don't want to be a good guy when the other person doesn't want it. Sitting in the car, Germany knows this girl is a college student. There's too much pressure, but I can't talk to anyone. And I don't know how to solve it. You chose death to end it all. I don't talk much, I just quietly listen to everything. Maybe no life in this world is the same. But the pain that everyone has to go through, they are all different. Is that so? Thinking of the old days, I can't help but feel sympathy for this girl. I used to want to die too. I said I used to be like you. I want to escape because I feel so miserable. Look at the man in front of you. At first I didn't know anything about him. But now I hear Germany speak. Suddenly you feel grateful. Germany stopped the car and sent her back to the hospital. The hospital fee you also paid. Maybe the good stuff should stop here. But he still gave the girl his business card. I don't know if you need my help anymore. But if there's anything you can call. You know my restaurant. You can find me there too. Thanks after coming back from the hospital. Germany back to the restaurant and finish the unfinished business. To the end of the day, as usual, he returned home to his little family. Tell me if there was anything wrong with her the last time you saw her. I'm a little worried. It's nothing. The girl's name is a college student. But it's psychological for kids and some things. But I told you to take it to the restaurant like you said. And then I'm not sure. You're a student. Then there must be a lot to worry about. The kids are under a lot of pressure now. No different than working people. Stop eating rice or it will get cold. The German story can be told. Actually, the day I went to the hospital. Your family has plans after work. We'll pass through Bun's grandparents' house. But when I heard this, I stepped back. The smell is always like that. You always have a thought. I want to help those who need help. Even though many people think you're doing nothing. But now Germany, your husband is very supportive of this. Because also from your heart. You too should be in debt like this. If things were better, I should go get Bun too. The boy at his grandparents' house is bored all the time. Well, let me finish the restaurant. It's strange to say that. The German restaurant story, it's not a very legal business. But the wife doesn't know. With you. You don't care too much about your husband's business. Simply think that. The restaurant does well because of its quality and reputation. And yet, the stuff that's piled up behind it is incredibly obscure. He told Germany to take him to the restaurant. It's also because I think, if there's a positive growth space, then that person's negativity will subside. But in fact, you're the one who doesn't know anything about your husband. A week after returning from my grandmother's house, the couple continued their work. Germany back to the restaurant. Hung continued to take Bun to school and care for small families. Brother, someone is looking for you. I'm sitting there looking at the papers. Someone told me they had a guest to meet. Germany is wondering who it is today. Looks like no one's coming today. She is a young girl under 20 years old. The boss thought no. It's AI, so Germany went out to meet. It's been a little busy lately, so if there's no appointment, I don't want to see anyone. It takes time, but I also wonder. If you are an acquaintance, you already have news. It's not as vague as this. Over the past week I've been thinking a lot. You really don't want to die. You just want to release your pressure. Now someone is reaching out to help. no matter what the enemy's goal is, then you're grateful to yourself. I thought you didn't need anything. Germany sat down in front of him and asked. This girl, it didn't seem as grim as the first time I met her. But only after a week. So that's not a big change. Because you saved me, I came here. Even though I know that coming here is not. But tell me I'm not a good person. But if I save people, I'll help them to the end. Looks like you own the restaurant. You must have money, right? With a small voice asking. Do you need money for something? When asked by Germany, be silent. After a while of thinking, you want to get out of yourself. Life pressure from all sides and even her family. You were meant to let go. But realize, other than the things you feel bad about, there are still nice people reaching out to help you. So I want to try again. I want to go back to school. I promise I'll go to work to pay you back in full. So you want to borrow money to pay your tuition, right? It is also considered charming. I won't take much interest, but how are you going to pay? Just learning and doing. Learning and doing. If you are a student, you have to work part-time. The restaurant is currently short of people. It's not shady work. It's just normal people. If you want to go back to school, maybe you wouldn't choose to be a girl. Maybe let you do it. Part-time like any other student. The house lacks staff, not the jobs you saw last time. You can stay here if you want. It's like a couple of jobs. Salary is still paid in full. You hear Germany say that. I hesitated to think but then agreed. I saw it all the last time I walked in. If you work here, you may have to touch a lot. But Dung doesn't care. What you care about now is to do what you really want. Just like that, become an employee of the bar. The amount of the school's previous tuition debt. It was also paid in one go. And you know there's room for staff. Just get out of that scary house. You can go anywhere. There are 2 good conditions here. My wife thinks your decision is right. But later she realized. That's the beginning of the next series of mistakes. Of my life. Getting help from Germany is getting better. The relationship between the two seems to be improving. Less than 10 years old. In Germany, I look like my sister. The German couple are also often interested in. Because that girl is now more alive. The working environment is not good. Germany has also warned. You just need to finish the job. Other things should not have anything to do with it. The image of Germany in my heart. It's getting deeper and deeper. It's the relationship between the giver and the receiver. But later on, Dung's feelings for this man. It's getting stranger and stranger. Talk from gratitude. Intimacy as a family member. Then you want to monopolize this man. The jealousy in my heart is growing. Even though I know it's ugly and selfish. But I can't stop the thoughts in my heart. Why did he have a family before he met me? Why did he bring me here? When I was completely happy like that. Why do I have to live in debt? And that woman has everything. From money to love. In front of Germany, she plays a very obedient sister. She studied hard, so she had a pretty good record. Germany also does not hide incense, so the whole family knows everything. It's better to save a life than to build 7 towers. So when you see it, they both love you as a family member. Along with the rare intimacy and trust. Without the slightest doubt. about what you think in your heart. Bun's 7th birthday is as usual. Whether it's a holiday or a birthday, Germany spend most of their time at home. However, this year outside of the family of Ba, there is also the appearance of the. After getting rid of the negative shadow, it's become more playful, more harmonious, and also very polite. And I also quite like it. Did you buy me anything today? Funny, I guess. Smiling patted the boy's head. I don't know if you bought Spider-Man for me. Standard does not need to be adjusted. I have to say that I know how to treat you. So, sometimes I have an excuse to stay here. Do you have a gift for me? I saw Germany go to work and run away and wait. What day is today? I don't remember. So your face must be flat. Maybe BA doesn't love me. I don't remember my birthday at all. Bun thought so, but after a while, I saw Germany carrying a bunch of stuff back. Children are easy to fool. The birthday of my son. How can I forget? The birthday atmosphere is quite cozy. Prepare food for the whole family from the afternoon. It's full of salty, sweet stuff. At the end of the day, you're going to hold back. But you said, at home, homework needs to be completed. Should be. You take Dung home. I've been worried about this neighborhood lately. Go to the door and listen to your husband. Pervert, it's scary. Maybe someone will take it back. Sister, I don't know. There is no moon. Let Germany bring you back. It's dangerous for your daughter to be late. Wait for me to get my shirt and take you home. Germany listening to incense, so don't hesitate to stand up. They both went down into the car to the restaurant. He was about to return to the car when Germany suddenly felt dizzy. Let us go to the office for a while. I don't know how to eat these days. You get that a lot. But I don't understand why. I find myself heavy again. My eyes closed like I hadn't slept in 3 days. I've been lying on the sofa ever since. Hello, Sister Hung. German told me to call you. Something is going on here. I saw some people come looking. I haven't left the office yet. What's going on? I just got out of the house and I need you there. No, I told you to call me. You don't have to worry if you're late. I'll be back when you're done. I'm talking now, so I can't call you back. That's what you call it. I am worried, but there is no doubt. Maybe something just happened. Sometimes you will be busy. Back so late. Yeah, no shit. If you see me finished, tell me to go home. Yes, hang up. He looked back at the man lying on the chair. Maybe this is a chance. Germany wakes up at 4 a.m. Your head hurts. I don't understand why. It's like people are drained of energy. And I can't even remember what happened. What is in the heart of Germany is now in Germany. What happened like this? 2 people in bed naked. Germany is suddenly confused. Why don't you remember anything? I don't really understand these things. Why did it happen? Are you awake? My eyes turned to Germany. Why are you here? What happened? Don't tell me you don't remember. No, I don't know anything. I just turned to look at Germany and tears came out. I don't remember that. I'm not going to be responsible for you. I don't really remember what happened. Germany really doesn't know. Looking at it like this, I'm even more confused. I walked you into the office yesterday and you were dizzy. I asked you to get me some water, but I'm standing at the filter. Then you pull me back and kiss me. I said I like you. The more I say, the more tears I shed. I said I want to be nice to you. I want to make you happy. I saved you because I liked you, so you gave it to me. The German does not believe in his ears. I do things like that when I'm not awake. Why? I really don't know a thing. But I'm grateful to this girl now. But dung is also a double girl 10 still pure. If you say thank you, is it too much? And you're not that person. Yesterday I said I would be responsible. Looking at Germany, I don't know what to do. This is a situation I've never really met before. I never had a thought I would sleep with a girl other than my wife. I haven't gone out to play with girls, just to satisfy a little. But look at the blood on the bed. Maybe this is the biggest mistake. I'll be responsible for how you want. Germany sighed and asked. The girl is lying low in the blanket. There's no other way. I know I'm sorry for you. But I don't know what to do. If not, then you can pretend that nothing happened. I don't know. It seems like there is nothing like that. He said Germany is not a good person, but I don't know how to be human. The style, finish eating and clean your mouth like an asshole. No more, no less is not what I want. Let me think there's nothing wrong. Yeah, we gotta go home now. Yesterday I just said to take her back and stay. Maybe in the morning I will be worried. And if my wife knew what I was doing. Germany is afraid that Hung will not forgive you. She won't commit a first-time offense. Forgive someone who doesn't deserve it. When I opened the door, it was quiet. I walked into the room and found my wife sleeping. Germany is normal. It's just a little bit too late to announce anything. Hung will call. This time I was late. I didn't feel like calling or waiting for me. He felt strange, but went to bed next to her. The next day I woke up like every other day. There was no mention of last night either. Germany still can't believe what she did last night. Or how late you are. What time did you come back? I slept early. I was having breakfast when I asked. I didn't get home until about 4 o'clock. Why didn't you call me back yesterday like every day? Don't you remember? I told you I was busy, so I called you. If she doesn't call, she'll be waiting. Call me, there is such a thing. Who was looking for you yesterday? Tell them some people are coming to find you. I hear that. Germany is a bit nervous. Someone's looking for you when you're not awake. So I don't know. But if you say that, you can't deny it. There are people at the hotel. I'm borrowing from my staff. There is a lack of people who need it urgently. But the restaurant is crowded these days. The staff's calendar is closed, so you're welcome. We are so excited now. I thought there was something serious. That's lucky. Sit down and eat, I'll go to work. I dare not face the smell anymore. Germany got up and went to work. I also want to find a quiet space to think about what happened. The next few days, I went to the restaurant but couldn't see it. Saw the staff say Dung please leave for a picnic with the department. So I didn't ask much. I've already thought of a solution. You're wrong about this. So I don't want to go any deeper. But then it was over. It also needs to be compensated with what you've lost. But it hasn't fluttered in 2 weeks. Your stuff is still there. It's a picnic, but it only takes a few days. Not for a few days. And there's no news. Germany was suspicious and a little worried. But it's just like caring about your sister. Hello baby, save me. I'm at my mother's house. She wouldn't let me go, but she wanted to kill me and save me. You hear that? German frowned. This is the voice. It's not a picnic, but SAO is at her mother's house. Last time I heard about it, you seem to hate this family. They want to kill again. There's no such reason for these things. Find out the address information forever. German driving outside the city. The road to the village is a bit rough. It just rained, so the mud got stuck. Luxury black car. Walk into a house. The wall is still plastering cement. Germany now hears swearing and beating. People raise you up. You dare to lie to me like that? You son of a bitch, your mother. I'm going to school. Money for you to show off. Your brother is in unpaid debt. Where do you make millions a year? Let you study. Where did you get it, or where did you go to work? The screams are so bad. Coming out of the woman's mouth. Outside 50. I don't know where she got it. And then he hit and cursed. The man who was beaten, there was no one else. I see it in a corner. Since when have the tears been drenched? Germany suddenly felt sad. That's why you wanted to leave your life. The woman was going to curse. But when you see Germany come in, you stop. But it's not nice to ask. Who are you looking for? Who are you looking for? You don't need to know. That son of a bitch would say that to me. Germany left out the ears, don't care. I'm going to go back and shake. The woman ran out to stop it. Please touch me to see if I can give you a break. Don't think you're old, everyone has to respect you. I turned to look at her with sharp eyes. Old people are not worthy of this respect. You go on, I could tear this house down. Don't think I can't do it. I didn't believe it and fought. Swear again. But she looked at this man's face horribly. Normally looks gentle and quiet. But just get angry. Germany itself will know. I can't control it. That's why Dung's mother did not dare to speak. He just stared at the strange man. Take your daughter. I told you to go on a picnic and come back here. Sitting in the car, he looked at the wounds on his face and asked softly. I have a picnic, but I called home sick. So I can't go home. He said in a low voice, I'm sorry. Sorry if you are teasing Germany. The one who is not conscious is you. I don't care about your safety. You are also under your management. But I let you become RA like this. I think I've been too careless. There's nothing to be sorry about. It's your fault. Don't have a picture. But two things. German sports back to the restaurant. She was beaten up and bruised. They also have to be examined and monitored. It took a few days to get back to normal. After that time, Germany's attitude to the real world is not so different. But my eyes, when I look at you, there seems to be more compassion. Outside Germany also often gives an extra amount, as compensation for last time. Or ask Han about his health and buy things for her. The rest is as usual. It just stops at this level. That's right. Last time it didn't happen by nature. It's not natural. There is a reason to cling to Germany. Because of how many relationships. I just got some medicine. It's only stopped at one night's sleep. You're not eager to do anything. What you need is not money. It's not a one-night stand. It's the heart of a man you love. Everything has a solution. Think like that. Maybe a little slow, but as long as Germany makes you do anything. On the other side, incense and Germany is still salty. Although my attitude has been a little strange lately, but still good for my wife. Still pamper myself. So Hung is not worried. Usually once a month, Duk and Hung will take Bun to the doctor together. Periodically for the whole family. And Germany's been testing a lot lately. I've had a lot of headaches lately. Sometimes I lose consciousness. Is there a problem, doctor? Actually, it's nothing too serious. The above phenomenon is due. You've been working too hard lately. The body is too strong. Just relax and adjust your schedule. It'll be fine. No problem. The German doctor told me to feel a little better. Germany has had more headaches recently than before, and also lost consciousness the last time I spent the night with Dung. Should feel confused. Or even have nightmares. You're not a superstition. Or a misguided suspicion. But sleep is not good. It makes Germany feel pretty tired. Maybe it's not cool. But your sister's problem doesn't seem so good. The doctor seems to have something hard to say. Why do you sound so excited? You've been feeling a little tired lately. But never thought you will have a serious illness yourself. It seems that the couple needs to review the relationship, daily activities, because there's a problem with your female genitals. Have you been feeling tired lately, and do you often lose interest in it? That's what it seems. Lately, though, the sentiment of incense in Germany is still very good. But it seems you're not interested in everyday sex. Very well, but as the doctor reminded me, you know that's not normal. Yes, that's right. Just having sexual dysfunction. In fact, this rarely happens. There are also many causes. The important thing is, currently, you have to regulate your daily activities. To get back to normal soon. Active life, husband and wife, then sex is indispensable. And now I have to change a lot. So Hung also hesitated to think, but maybe not too bad. Earlier during pregnancy, baby Bun. It's almost the same. I don't think so either. Because it's not a very serious disease. Germany is the same if it does not affect the health of the dog too much. Your sex life should be more limited than before. It's not cool. You just need to stay healthy with me. A few days later at the spring market, there was a party to celebrate the opening. All the staff in the restaurant are involved. They also need to come. But Bun is looking forward to his grandparents' house. Let the boy go first. Only Germany will host the party. Also, thanks to everyone that our restaurant is as successful as it is today. Let's toast. Germany is excited to raise a glass of wine. The restaurant atmosphere was good today. Everyone is happy. AI also knows what makes a restaurant profitable. It's not about the quality of the food, but success is what's real. So there's no denying it. That's what everyone wants to celebrate. Germany drinks a lot tonight and the AI is having fun. Even content. Today she is wearing a short skirt and a crop top. Looks very student, very active, comfortable. Can I buy you a drink? I can see that Germany is too drunk to take the initiative. Finished drinking wine, he sat down next to Germany and whispered something. Then he laughed and nodded. In everyone's eyes, everyone knows that Germany is like a sister. I don't mind seeing two people close. But really, Germany was already beginning to dream. Everybody just keep going. Hung told me. If the boss is drunk, take him home immediately. Please allow everyone first. All right, take the boss home carefully. Call us if you have anything. Everyone who heard the river agreed. Who doesn't know that the boss considers his wife the best? Even if you are drunk, you will always go home. Put your hands on Germany out. Take a taxi and put me in the car. And then I sat there myself. Let me go to the motel nearby, thank you. Look at the drunk man leaning on himself. Dung smiling, waiting forever for another chance. So you can't let it go. Hot water flows through the body. It makes you feel more comfortable. When out, she saw that Germany had sat up and had a glass of water on the table. I thought you weren't sober. I was a little tired, now I'm better. Why didn't you take me home and come here? Germany asked if you don't like the way it is. Do things like that by yourself. Because I feel you are tired. I don't know how to say it. That's why Germany doesn't know what to do. I made a mistake and wanted to make it up to you. There is no intention, I want to continue this shady relationship. At all. Alright, you're going to leave without saying anything. I can only learn from experience. You're not that kind of person. It is true that Germany has said all the water. I don't know how you feel. But I just want to make the relationship clear for both of you. But look at the content. It seems. How many hopes are visible on your face? Dung sat down to cry. Germany still patiently explained. I saved you because I couldn't see death without saving you. That day was the fault of both. So I don't want to think about it too much. We both have our own lives. Don't be like that. But I have feelings for you. He looked up at Germany. I've seen that my body temperature seems to be heating up, but Germany is not paying attention. Maybe I haven't experienced much. So I'm wrong. You should think about this. Because some things aren't what we think they are. You are young, so choose the right path. I don't expect you to feel bad about things like this. I've got to go, you stay here. Germany wants to go back. Determined to stand up. Hold your waist tight from behind. I just walked out of the bathroom. You just wrap it around the motel's little towel. But now it's very active. The towel fell out to reveal the whole body. But Dung didn't notice. She turned her head to Germany. Hold tight, your hand is on my bare chest. Are you sure you want to go home and do nothing? I told you I knew. Hung is not capable. This sickness is no joke. Not a man. You guys really value sex life or SAO? If she can't, I can. Isn't it better? Don't say anything. Germany is talking and is going to push it out. Then she stood up and kissed me. The more you do, the more you think, the more you risk. She caught the German and led me to open all kinds of things on my body. The Germans were hot. And now I'm excited like that. It's impossible to refuse. Even though your mind tells you to go home. Your feet are buried in place. The sex fire has been holding down lately. It's now burning itself up, burning both of you. Last time I had sex when I wasn't awake. Now it seems to be a bit of a blur. Germany doesn't know what you're thinking. 10-year-old woman's body as sung. It's like an energy booster. It's tough and attractive. I just bumped my head into one by 2 times and then it was morning. It's like a little snake guiding you. Germany doesn't know if it's from alcohol or something. But it's morning and I still don't want to leave. I turned to my German body and thought of many things. So far, I have only had sex with myself. I've never had any experience with other people. So I really don't know what it's like to sleep with another girl. That's how China feels. Or maybe it just feels that way. Do you know the relationship is murky? Then Germany turned to the question. Of course there is. It's very popular in society now. But I've never tried. When you hear that, you nod and answer. It's so popular, you know. But there's no need for those things. But looks like you're a little interested now. Do you want to do it? The German opened his eyes and spoke as if it were normal. I thought you didn't like it. Love the man in front of you. You've also imagined things. But I never imagined the main thing. Germany is the one who opened his mouth to this kind of relationship. And Germany feels very normal. Have you heard others say? It was a bit of a joke before. But it feels pretty reasonable now. If you just need sex, don't put too much emotion into it. Now part is accepted by me. Maybe it wasn't a very good decision. As desired. But this is enough for you right now. The relationship is vague. She's a lover. What else? From that closed relationship, you can dig deeper. Go deeper into your life. You're not young or anything. What you have is time. This way, it will definitely succeed. Just like that, your relationship is starting to take a different direction. From that day, 3 sessions a month, Dung and Germany went back to the hostel together. Even though it's just that kind of relationship. But Germany still regularly transfers the money to Dung's account. On the outside it seems. There's no problem too much change. I have a lot of fish today. I want you to come home and have some food. Normally, she likes to eat fish. Let me tell him to come and get it. At home, you need to pay attention to food and activities. So Hung is also looking for new garlic to change the taste. That's a little too close. Sometimes you used to call me to cook rice with family. I haven't seen my face lately. So you can call here by the way today. At the end of this line, Germany and Dung are lying in bed having sex. The melon never ends. Germany picked up the phone. They also know how to keep quiet. And then dare to ask. Hung called you. Tell me to come home and eat some fish. Hung is so thoughtful. You're smiling, but you're not happy. One side is cooking rice. On the one hand, you both cook rice together. If you knew about this, I don't know what you'll think. German though indifferent, but I don't know how. It's missed anyway. I'll be back in a minute. Get up and get dressed. Germany reminds yes. Back to the German house. Dung is still agile and resourceful to help rice flavor. Like a sister in the house. The attitude is still cheerful. It's never changed before. But after the rice is done, you act like something serious. Hung, I have something to say. What is it, girl? I have to wait for Germany to come out and say that. I don't know if I should. But this has something to do with you. So I can't say no. Something related to me. It's not very serious. You have such an attitude. Take a deep breath and agree to continue. I have noticed that Germany has been a little strange lately. How strange can you tell me? I wonder if you hear that. You've never seen your husband before. Now someone tells you that. Maybe there's something new going on. I went to school the other day. I saw Germany at the motel. Sister, I'm with someone, not alone. There was a time when I saw a strange name. Call me when? In your office. Motel women number strange. When I heard the story, I was surprised. Since when did Germany get involved in all this? You didn't know everything until now. You trust your husband. Without even thinking or SAO. A bunch of questions pop up in your head. but he tried to stay calm. Listen to the story. Actually, I'm not sure, but I want to let you know as a precaution. A lot of people in Germany pay attention. You're not so well now. The smaller the voice. As if I was worried about Hung. All right, I have something to ask of you. You will find out about this gradually. Let me know if anything happens. Thanks to you. That's right. I did it because I had confidence in the system. 100,000 times I never thought my husband will one day do something like that. 1,000 times I can't believe it. You are the one who cheated on you with your husband. You are the one you trust. That's why you open your mouth like that. It's done. The stomach sows doubt to quell doubt. This trick is really helpful. The important thing you need is done. It's time to start my plan. Sometimes Dung will secretly warn Cho Hung of German actions. That where you're going, what to see. Role as spy too. So full of kindness to her family. And with Germany in addition to the times in bed together RA. Then he asked me to take it here and there. Shopping and being pampered as much as possible. But there's one thing that Germany doesn't know. You're not the only man in the world. In this moment. Hello, honey, what are you doing? The man on the other end of the line laughed. Why do you keep wrapping me up? What you ask for, it's not that I fully met or SAO. The man on the other end of the line is a soldier. To be precise, it's Dung's ex-boyfriend. You two meet, since Dung went back to school. During an extracurricular activity of the faculty, then a relationship arises. Although two people love each other for a short time. But the force exerted tremendous pressure. More important, you're not in the army for love or anything. You don't like the army, you just love Germany. But he kept clinging to her teeth. And you're kind of like a German. So you're wavering. It's not like I remember you calling SAO. You didn't agree to break up. Why do you behave so often? I don't forbid you from seeing the Kia man anymore. That. So it's about Germany and Dung being each other's lovers. The military knows that without stopping SAO. Actually, he's not a decent person either. I just like to joke around like that. He even used money to silence him. So just enjoy it too. What do you want? I was annoyed to ask you what you were doing. Don't spoil the food. I'm out of money. Don't you ever hurt me like that again, okay? Go be human. This case shouldn't have been hidden. Whether you have a lover or not, the name of the German lover is not affected. But it's different, so it doesn't want to be exposed. Besides, you have to take advantage of everything. Especially the new thing that's in your stomach. He said that, but he still had to give in to the army. The amount of money you have to give him. If not, if his mouth goes away. I don't know what you do. Can you hold it any longer? But I've got something else I need you to do. Consider it later, everything between us will end. Suddenly something comes to mind. Speak to the army. I don't know what you two are talking about. But for hours. I just found out that there are a lot of things to do. It looks very important. And that seems to be part of the plan. Until the relationship of Dung and Germany lasted for 3 months. German sitting in the office. His face was black as if he was about to hit him. I got some shots. What do you want? I just came back as a souvenir, nothing. Sitting across from Germany using a crouch. I don't understand why. This time Germany discovered the hidden camera. She put it in the closet to record a sex video. If you get mad, you try to sink. The rest of you are no different than a dog. It's spreading goose hair. Let someone else find it, erase it, or we're nothing. Germany lowered her voice. I said keep it as a memory. It's nothing serious. I'm still trying to figure out what these pictures are. Germany pulled out a thick envelope with a printed photo for Cho Dung. These are not all. It's all pictures of you and me. Or SAO has never had any doubt about the content. Because you're always as good as a cat. It's been nurtured. But today, when I accidentally see these things, I'm beginning to doubt whether it's going too far or not. If you keep going, is it the right decision or not? Look at the pictures on the table. Think about finding an excuse to respond. But when I look back on your expression, I dare not say half a word. This man is scary. Then there's SAO. I still love you. If you want to continue, don't do crazy things. If we don't, we have nothing. Although irritated, Germany doesn't know how to do it well. You finally have to lower your voice. Yes, I'm sorry. Speak, but you are not afraid. More and more you play. Enough fun with Germany. It seems like sex is a stimulant. It makes you feel like your heart is filled. Germany doesn't know. Do you trust your lover too much? But what she did I didn't know. From telling my wife and playing all kinds of games. Except this time it was discovered. But maybe he's ashamed of himself. Germany told to probe. I'm coming back to your house now. If you ask, just say you are busy studying. But because of why? Question content. I don't want that. I don't need to ask. Germany is driving back home. I feel tired. As it is now good. Because someone filled the void. That you're missing. But it's not much fun. Because I'm always nervous and insecure. From that day on, he began to listen. They have less contact with each other than before. Are you home so late? Hear the door open. I think Germany came back tired. My mind is messed up. I'm going to be a little busy lately. Not sure how your work has been lately. I see you're busy, so I'm a little worried. Actually, Hung is thinking too. Maybe my husband is tired. You really don't want anything. I suspect my husband at all. But listen to the story. Concerns in the real world have not lessened. Lately, there's a bit of a problem with the legal paperwork with the client, but not why. You don't have to think about it. Just stay home. How have you been studying lately? I feel so busy. I didn't see you coming over to dinner or playing with me. Mention the changed German face tone. I don't know why. But I feel uncomfortable in my heart. Why do you ask me so much? I don't care. Who gets through here all the time? That's all I ask. I heard Germany grumpy and surprised. Realize that your attitude is a little outrageous. The Germans picked it up and apologized for the mess. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I'm so tired that I keep asking, so I'm a little upset. And it's big again. I see her as a sister, but maybe I've been a little busy lately, so I haven't been able to get through. Whenever I have time, I invite you to play with me. Yes, I understand. Maybe you've noticed what happens in time. This is too much beyond expectations. Germany knows you have to hold back. I can't let my wife doubt me anymore. But thinking about you is so annoying. Dear, did you come over with the baby today? Call Germany with a sweet voice like a reverse cane. I'm tired today, so next time. I said keep to the schedule. Oh, yeah, I know, I just miss you. His voice became faint. I heard that Germany turned around. Really? When it comes to relationships, as I mentioned earlier, both of you seem to be crossing the line. Maybe it's because there are too many things. Soothing her lover, Germany went back to his wife. The woman I loved the most. I used to think that my whole life would be enough. I think so. I don't understand why. Your mind is not here right now. But you're always in a room 7 miles away. I'm sleeping.
Yeah.
The small room sank into darkness. But now Hung turned to embrace Germany. Hey, did you know you burned yourself? Did you hear people say you burned yourself? He knew he was going to die, but it's still on fire, man. I'm so sorry to hear that, said the small incense. Although a little tired, the German replied. Why do you seem strange today? I still love small animals like this. Yes. If you were a living creature, you would love me. But I just want you to burn yourself. Whether you know it or not, you will die. Don't try to jump into the ephemeral. I'm sleepy and I'm sleeping. The sound of breathing, all of the woman in my heart. Germany fell into thought. If you burn yourself in the fire, this is what you say. But your wife knows. I know, she's still so calm. The German knows how to be very smart and wise. Although now it's just homemaking at home. But incense is always eager to learn and know how to treat people like that. Maybe he wants you to turn around. Time with Dung. Almost every time they were together all night. Lazy sex, charm of the double girl 10. Really can't refuse. But Germany knows now is the right time to stop. What do I want to stop doing? I was stunned to hear that. Your wife seems to know. I don't want this to go too far. Sit on one side and laugh. You know I love you. I want you to be my lover. And now you want to leave me. If you want, you can stop. I respect you, but I want you to know. I'm not a bully. What do you mean? I forgot what I had in my hand. And then Germany remembered those videos. Sure, the content has not been deleted. It's all because you're stupid. I thought you'd stop here. Who's back home? But of course everything. There's no way to go in that direction. This is something you need to know. 6 bag capacity. Give Germany a small stick. This is a Thai test stick. Are you crazy? Can you do it? Can you do it? How to use German every time. And if you don't, you're careful not to get shot at. How can this happen? If you're crazy, you're doubting me. The only person I've ever had sex with is you. If it's not you, it's not a ghost. Answer the question. How to get pregnant? It's not always safe. How many times have I been drunk? And he said that, what's the stimulus? Germany was silent and said nothing. I never thought, I will go out and play. What situation? It's about getting another woman pregnant like this. It's too complicated to do right now. Germany fell into thought. I haven't been in the mood to do anything these days. Kid glasses, kid glasses. I haven't played with Bun in a long time. I don't remember Bun. Bun boy seeing Dung is so happy. It's been a long time. He doesn't have anyone to play with, so he's sad. I miss Bun so much. I've been too busy to pass the exam lately. Play with Bun today. Yes, it's been a long time since Dung came here. Today, you look much different than before. Have to scrub. It's been so pretty lately. Is there a love that hides your bun? Just kidding, there is no one. I have to be your daughter-in-law. All right, So let's get your future daughter-in-law in here. Just in time for lunch. Yes, still polite. Like any day, she walked into the house and looked around more closely this time. Sofa, tables, chair, TI6, refrigerator, wall painting. All of this must be yours. It's in the wrong hands. Think so in your head. But the face still has the same smiling expression. Obedient as the beginning. I saw Dung walk in. Germany was stunned, but then you act like nothing happened. The family of 4 had a great time eating. This has been a long time since I saw you. My house is empty and I forgot to buy it. I went to wash 8. I went down and bought a watermelon. I made a smoothie for the whole family to drink. I let you go buy it. I was in a hurry today and forgot to buy anything. Please volunteer instead. But Germany moved quickly. I feel bad when I'm with this woman. Let me go, Cho. Sorry to eat ice cream. Don't come down here and choose a flavor with walking out of the house. Hung laughing price. That's your little house. It's good to be happy like this forever. Why haven't you found a lover yet? It's so cute just for people to see. I don't like you. What love does for suffering out. Is it more like this? Listening to Hung ask, happy to answer. There's nothing wrong with this. What do we force each other to do? Dung said again. Seems to say something that's hard to say. But this woman, actually, I've liked someone recently. But people keep hiding from me. Should I chase people to the end? You have to be active in this pursuit. People don't see us as blind. Keep trying and it won't work. Just advise and encourage. I don't know who the lucky man is. But if it's noticed, it's definitely a good person. You always want to be happy. You seem to be more determined. She turned to grin with incense. I will try as you say. I'm so happy to hear you say that. After a while, Germany returned. At the same time, Sal stood up. I have to go back. I have group exercises. I can't play anymore here. Brother and sister at home. Excuse me. Walk out the door and walk quickly. Elevator. Germany doesn't know what to think and runs after it. I didn't tell you not to come here. Are you crazy? Asked the German. I haven't played in a while, so I did. That's it. You're nervous. You're welcome. He brushed off the German hand and said that. Don't you see what I'm saying? Last time you said delete it all. You didn't delete it, did you? I don't want to pretend anymore. He looked straight into Germany's eyes and answered. I'm pregnant. I don't want to be responsible. You've got to find a way. Even if it's not for you, you have to for my child. Germany just left. The doorbell rings again. She opened the door, but there was no one. I saw a small gift box, right in the middle of the entrance. Curious to pick it up. I just found a piece of paper with a mysterious box on it. This mystery box was sent to me. Have you placed any orders lately? But when you see the stuff in there, heavy shock incense, you can't believe your eyes. What I'm seeing. Under the restaurant label, Fu Xian is a lot of shady things. The girl's porn of perverted entertainment. This box seems to hold a lot of stuff that you don't know. When Germany returned home, she asked, Are you hiding anything from me? What is it? Only now does Germany see what's on the table. He was surprised at first, but later calmed down. I don't know shit about these things. You're the one who deliberately tried to hide your wife. I don't want you to worry, so I don't want to talk. Germany explained. I thought you'd be happy when I see myself living well. It's the money I make from this. Hing really doesn't understand. There are countless ways of doing business. Why do we have to use it this way? More, even though I know that you're the kind of person with self-respect. How to hide it deliberately. Prove you don't respect her. I didn't mean that. I need to be alone. Let's go outside and talk to each other later. Maybe it really needs to be quiet right now. You should have known more. But until now, everything has been braked. But even the person who helped her open her eyes, look at the truth, you don't know who. Are you free? I have something to say. Yes, I am. What are you doing? Do you hear your voice crying? I was just a little nervous, I realized. More than half of each other, but have a lot in common. I think of it as a spiritual support. So there's something I'll tell you first. You know about the restaurant, right? You work there. On the other end of the line, use silence, but then answer. I'm sorry about that. Even though I'm not in the position you said I was in. But as an employee, I also know the restaurant business. Sorry about this. German told me not to tell you. Because he was worried about you, he was just like that. Worry SAO. Situations like this need to worry about. To be the one who runs after money like that, it's not what you want. And always educate me that. You should always be proud of your BA. What if your son knew now? How will it think? Immersed in thought forever. These days, I feel like a lost soul. Germany is always there to say no. But I just hope you don't leave me. But when Hung's condition is so unstable. The doorbell rings again. The same box appeared last time. Germany is now in the bathroom. Look at that box. Take a deep breath and open it. This time, what's inside is even more shocking than last time. 1,000 times in the box. It's pictures with different locations. Guest house, hotel, restaurant, resort, where the two main characters in it are Germany and Dung. What's going on? Last time it wasn't enough. The incense suddenly felt dizzy. The couple in the photo. Keep spinning in your head. How can anything happen like that? I woke up in the hospital. I sat up in a good mood. I don't know what I'm thinking. I just know that her tears are pouring down my pillow. Are you awake? The German sat next to him anxiously. Do you have the right to sit here? Looking at the German pictures and walking together. To shady places like motels. Hotel or travel together. The incense is twisted. You don't understand why your husband is. I love you so much. Turn around so quickly. And now he's sitting here trying to show that he cares about you. Have you ever looked at the wrong person? I'm sorry, but I'm just looking for an outside connection. Just to relieve the stress. But I still love you. Germany tried to explain. Love what you lie to me, everything. Your love is not for me anymore. It hurts to say. This is probably something that incense doesn't want to say. It's never been like that before. Germany has never hidden anything from you. I don't know why you're so good to me. Think of them as family members. You can pair up with your husband. Howling melons together. There is no greater pain than the pain of being betrayed. Even more so at this point, I know. The restaurant that my husband runs. It's not as beautiful as its label. What restaurant? What are the 4 stars? It's just a place to have fun. Then out, the money you get to feed this family. Let your son go to school. It's all money that's not clean at all. I think it's disgusting. I hate that job. Disgusted, the man soon dark next door. Perfume also loathes herself. After Germany left the country, there was no mood to do anything. I want to be alone to think about everything. But now the person who comes to you continues to be the. Give me a stab again. And now you're bringing your face here. I didn't expect you to be such an asshole. I don't care if I hear the smell. I know you hate me, but I didn't come here to play. I want to do justice for my children. What else do you have? I was surprised when I heard it. There's also the SAO. These two are crazy. It seems that a wife like you is too gentle. So the shrimp are going to jump on top of you sitting here. Don't get too much water to pee. I thought I was a phoenix. You still trust Germany. I know you love him. But if it's broken, can you hold it? That's all I wanted to say. Just think about it and make a decision slowly. Looking at incense sitting on the bed, I don't know what you're thinking. Leave in a good mood. I wish I could stand in front of you to show off something. Never had a chance. It's done now. Even if you are considered dirty, you will be content. A week after the hospital. During a 1-week hospital stay, he refused to meet Germany, to have time to think about what happened. But maybe what I've been through in my life. Good or bad, it's an experience. Why did things turn in so many directions, different like that? Why do people who are as steady as Germany change? Why can't we defy the whole family? To rush away like a burnt body? Or is it all because you're not attractive enough? Couples' feelings fade. SAO. Thinking about a lot of things, tears of straw flowed out. I saw that Germany had just returned from the restaurant. You're out of the hospital. I didn't ask you to pick me up, Germany kindly inquired, even though I know what your attitude is. We need to talk. Sit down. He said, take out the pictures before. There is also a photo of Dung's Thai exam. I gave it to you again. German corner jerking. The living room fell silent. You don't have to explain. I know what to do. I'm sorry to divorce you. Hung said the sentence. You can't even believe it. Divorce. Germany never thought of this. Why is this so? Why is this so far? You asked why. You do too many things, makes it impossible for me to accept. And now your daughter is pregnant. How am I supposed to do that if I don't? He shouted angrily. Actually, I never thought it would go this far. Can you give me a chance? Smiling incense. What if you knew where the stop was? Then everything was different. And now from. Opportunity doesn't exist in my dictionary anymore. Then. Put the divorce papers on the table. He asked Germany to sign. Not waiting for you to say more. She walked into the bedroom and closed the door. But then. The divorce papers were torn in two by the Germans. Then I also walked out. Germany didn't come home all night. I'm at the restaurant and I think about everything. Remember the previous warning. Don't burn yourself into the fire. Maybe your wife knew from the beginning. From the beginning, I stood outside and saw it all. You didn't say anything, but that didn't mean you were blind. You just stand there waiting for me to turn around. Maybe to some extent. Hung won't wait for you. That will lift the heel away. Without looking back at your family or yourself. Then where did I go wrong? Germany is thinking. Your salvation is wrong. But saving people can't be wrong. Or the moment you take Dung to the restaurant. I don't know. Again, the German head hurts like a hammer. My body is burning up, just looking for a place to vent. The symptoms this time. It's heavier than previous times. Dreaming of Germany coming home. The house is the same, the layout is the same. But now the atmosphere is so different. He saw her sleeping on the sofa. Bun is not home today. You just run into the woman in front of you, brutally pressing her under the body. The Germans are very upset right now. I just want to strip everything that's gnawing at the fire. Up in a way I've never felt before. So now look at the woman I love. Germany. I forgot all the things I had to pay attention to before. Note about Hung's disease symptoms. You're crazy and you left me. It hurts. You're crazy. Hung screams and protests. It doesn't seem to have much impact on Germany. You're like an animal out of control. When he woke up, he was unconscious. Since when? Turns out you've all been fooled. First time sleeping with Dung, until the next time. They're all drugged by a woman. Even this time forcing incense to the point of hemorrhaging. It's also caused by excessive medication. After Germany realized that. You're like crazy to ask questions. Are you nervous? Why did you lie to me? I didn't do anything because you came to me. You seem innocent. If you say get married, I will. But if you talk about something else, there's nothing left to say. Getting married is crazy. Now your family is like a bridge breaking down. What did she say? I still don't realize. Being with you is the most painful. Anger is there. Feeling cheated for so long. It makes Germany feel like a puppet. No more, no less. But incense is good. In recent times, mental state, and the body's not okay. It's all because of you, so it's not wrong. Being with you is the most painful thing for the woman you love. Germany is not in a position to argue against it by people like you. If there is no approval, do it. Dung has a chance, so even if you're guilty, you are no different. Looking back from the hospital again. German heart tightened. We still have to decide in the end. I'm sorry about the incense. Your face is pale, but right now your heart is dead. Let me go, please. You know you're no longer qualified, but I really love you, Hung. Though I try to hold on, Germany knows, now I really don't have any hope. The treacherous lies that I have for you. It should all be over. I know I will. I looked at the divorce papers and was silent for a long time. It's all over. Then 15 marriages. 15 happy. The same memories that have now flowed into the past. The man in front of the last. It was no longer yours. 5 months later, I thought the third one would be up to 7. In a smooth way. But anything can happen in this world. Officially transferred to live with Germany, but not yet registered. The baby is also close to birth. But it seems, the child's father has no affection for this family. Where are you going today? I told you to tell me where you're going. Or go howling with somebody else. Don't be crazy. I'm going to my job. It's not crazy. Every few days Germany and use it aloud together once. German married to Dung, but I want to be responsible for the baby in my belly. About the content. For me, I am only the mother of the child. Maybe that's why. It's getting more aggressive every day. Before, you do everything you can to get your attention. I want to win your heart. But it doesn't seem possible this time. Germany did not return overnight. You throw it all away in anger. Furniture in the house despite the big belly. What else? Now it doesn't even help you to hold me. What does it mean? Why didn't you open the door today? I even rang the death bell. I was angry because I thought Germany was coming. But when you open the door, the outsider is not German. This man didn't say. Don't ever show up again, or SAO. Don't tell me you've forgotten me. Why did you come here? Dung panic. Why can't you come back? The money you gave me wasn't enough to feed my mouth. You still have to visit your son. She's about to be born. Laughing army. The baby in the stomach. In the end, he was not a German. He completely lied to Germany, just to be by your side without any tricks. This child belongs to the army, someone who is outside your plan. As for Germany, I remember exactly that time. Every time you're together, you use the full bag. They take advantage and deceive you. From beginning to end. But this guy in front of me is really unscrupulous. He drained all of Dung's money to silence himself. But heart, the bottom line is to pull him back and find him here. The boxes that were sent to my house last time. It was also the courage that made him do it. Don't brush it off like it's nothing. You helped me so much. He's standing at the door with Sung. Let me go. You didn't close the door either. If you don't remember, let me remind you. This photo box, this video, or your child. These aren't all you helping me or SAO. You're so hard now. You can't accept anything. The army continued to talk. This is the last rope. He must try to hold on to it. I don't know anything. Go, try to push the troops out. This man really doesn't know his fate. How many of your things are taken away, but dare to come back here and threaten? You've got to try to push him away before Germany gets back. But at the end of the hallway, Germany has seen it all. What is he talking about? Germany roared furiously. Why did you come back? I see Germany in panic. I couldn't escape this time and lied again. Your life deserves to be betrayed. How much happiness builds up over a period of time? Collapsed in an instant. Until I tried to let go of everything. I found myself at the bottom. Germany once again fell into the depths of despair. You're crazy. Run to the kitchen, take the Ross knife and stab it straight in. The man standing there. You're all because you're dead. They were lucky enough to escape after a long time. Germany has completely lost its temper. The army is also stunned to see Germany react so strongly. It's scary. He was screaming loudly to find someone to help him. But it seems too late. No one can stop a mad animal. The German stabbed a man in the arm. The blood drifts away, everything fades away. Despite being admitted to the emergency hospital, the army could not keep its life. A few months later, look at the rotten house in front of you. Think and turn around. You don't know what to do. But maybe the only place you never want to go back. It's this house. But where to go? At the age of 2.5, full of wind and waves that she herself created, you drowned yourself. Even the child in your heart. He also became a victim of his mother. Send me in front of the temple gate trembling. If only you hadn't been greedy that day, not wanting the happiness of others. Then maybe I didn't end up like this now. But the child is not guilty. She wanted to die of guilt and postpartum depression. It makes me want to go crazy. But you're not cruel enough to love your child. Maybe taking the child away from his mother is the best way. Crying and filled with regret. Just over a year ago, Germany saved her life. But now, how many times the suffering is multiplied? And besides, all of this is your own doing. Standing on land can bridge her head is empty. Maybe everything should go back to where it used to be. This time she danced without the AI holding her hand to save her again. He sat at a bar looking at Germany. But there doesn't seem to be any expression. I'll take Bun over next month. Probably won't come back here. If you have anything to say, write it down and I'll send it back. He still doesn't know you're going to jail. I don't need it. Just tell him BA won't come back. The early winter weather is not very cold. Maybe between these two people. There's no warmth from the old days. Say a few more sentences. He turned his back and walked out of the prison visitation room. Your back is moving away. In the German heart. Even if your shadow hasn't changed. But things weren't the same. People have caused it all. She hasn't appeared since that day either. It seems to be in some corner. He is reflecting on his own mistakes. Maybe I burned myself into the fire, and there was no more. Ladies and gentlemen of the audience, this is the story. Please close. Thank you for your interest. Follow us. Hello, goodbye. See you in the next stories.